know.
Okay, so today my daughter Caitlin. Okay, so today my daughter Caitlin.
No, you gotta start over.
Why?
It's really easy. You just like ruined it.
Okay, today I have my daughter Caitlin right here.
Hello.
Who's a senior at Juniata College. She's on spring break, and her very good friend Hannah Groom, who is she graduated already from Messiah College, and they were great friends in Barcelona for a year.
We studied abroad together.
They studied abroad. So today, I thought since they're home for spring break and Hannah's visiting, that I would ask two veteran college students about their experiences. And I was particularly interested in their reactions to a new book that came out earlier this year, Academically Adrift. And this book suggested that 45% of college freshmen and sophomores learn hardly anything in college. They don't improve in their writing, critical thinking, reasoning. Pretty shocking. And that a third of students who graduate from college don't show much improvement in these areas either. So, Caitlin and Hannah, I was just curious about what you think about, is it really true that there's that many kids who are going to school who are kind of basically just slacking off and just floating through school? What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I can only speak from my own experiences and what I've witnessed at Juniata, and I think that one of the nice things about a school like Juniata or a liberal arts school in general is just the ability to take a wide range of classes. And I think, like Hannah had mentioned previously, that there are like a group of classes that you can take which really are not beneficial and kind of allow you just to float by.
Are kids aware of those? Like which the classes that are easy and
kids, and the teachers that they can...
Right. Kids know what professors are easy and what you can get away with and what the workload is going to be like in classes before the class even starts. And
there are a lot of websites also designed, like rateyourteacher.com, and they talk about courses and teachers, what's expected.
Right.
And those help students to know what
they're getting into. Yeah. But I also think that if you're looking to, turn that like stereotype around or whatever, there also are certain classes that every student should take that kind of diversify their learning experience. Like, I think that everyone should have to take financial accounting, and I think that's just important. And I think that people should take a wide variety of classes because certain classes have just been really beneficial. Like, I took International Economic Issues, and I thought it was a really interesting class, and I was really glad I took it because I thought it offered a really well-rounded perspective on economics and globalization. And I think it's like classes like that, like foundation rock classes that you like take, that really can make a big impact on your education.
So what do you think about art, taking art?
I mean, I love art personally. We're both really artistic people.
I took art classes in college.
I took more art my freshman year than my major. And I was like, should I switch to a minor or something because I enjoy this? But no, I think art is valuable, but it's not for everyone. I mean, I wouldn't say that it should be mandatory for people. Although it is a fishing requirement for most schools.
Right. So any other tips for how kids can get more out? Or is it some kids just don't want to get much out of college and they're there for the fun?
Some students don't want to get much out of it, and they probably did what they did in high school and just squeaked by. But there are a handful of classes I can think about that were extremely challenging. A lot of the upper level classes that you need to graduate are going to push students to the next level. I know my last semester, my senior year, I took wonderful courses and I felt engaged in the material. And there are courses that you can't get by without learning. And there are others that you can. And some of it feels like a repeat of high school again. I know a lot of the 100 level courses, I just kind of was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
like,
and you're like,
this was 8th grade.
Yeah, can we fast forward through this so I can get to the good stuff?
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely like an attitude thing too. I mean, you have to go into it being like, all right, this is an investment, and my parents are really helping me out with this, or I'm putting myself through college, in which case I think that you would automatically have the attitude of which, like, I'm going to make the most out of this as possible. But I think people just need to realize that, you're in as corny and cliche as that sounds, you're investing in your future, you know, like you're trying to take classes that are going to prepare you and make you a well-rounded candidate for job applications after you graduate. And so it's really important that you take classes that are going to challenge you and give you a different kind of perspective on things.
And with the course selection, picking different classes that are going to put you a leg up. Like I took a crisis communication course and I applied for a job and they're like, wow, this is awesome. Can you tell me more about what you learned? So it's making your education applicable to your future career. And if you take courses that are challenging to you and that you really engaged in, you're going to be able to transfer that in the future into your career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. All right, girls. Well, thank you for sharing your insights with all those kids and parents out there who hasn't begun the process, right? They're all wondering what to make of the college experience. So thank you from two veterans. I appreciate it. And we'll have to do this again. Come back. Hannah lives in Maine, so come back to California again.
Yeah,
We'll
we
do
love
this.
having her.
Yeah, she's great. Okay, thanks everyone.